And I could see that boy and the calling. Because God showed me him. I was 20 years old when that happened. And I said, this is fun, this is easy. I just wash and I see. So then it became so easy for me to wash feet. It became a way in our ministry that this Friday everybody was calling, are you washing feet? Are you washing feet? Are you washing feet? And I'm thinking, what am I, the foot washer? I haven't done it in a couple of years. But you remember when we have at least 100 people come out? And how many remember the day that the lady brought the blow-up feet? She couldn't come, so she sent blow-up feet. I don't know where she found them, but she found a pair of blow-up feet, and she said, I put my feet in. They were blow-up, blow-up slippers. So you put your feet in them, but they're blow-up. And you put your feet in them. She said, I put my feet in them so you could know I was in them, and I send them to you. Please send the word with my friend. Have it recorded. So she laid the feet on the floor, and I prophesied over the blow-up feet and sent her the word. She said, that word was so right on. I said, please don't send feet again. Because this could become a habit here. And everybody's going to send their Nobody's going to come and they're just going to send feet. Right? She couldn't come. I think she had to go out of the country. It was something very important. She never missed. So she sent those feet, right? But think about it. Could God give a word?
Yep.
What, the blow feet stopped him?
Nope.
Nothing will stop him. You have underestimated the God you serve. You have placed him. I don't like the word God. You hear me? I very rarely use it. I think he's too great to be called God. I'd rather call him Papa. Because there's a lot of gods on earth. I don't know. I don't like that word for him. He's so great, right? He's the great I am. You think about it. Like I told him the other day, I said, I don't think people realize how hard it is to be you. Because if he's looking down on earth right now, right? Looking at all the churches and everybody in churches, everybody's at church today somewhere. And why they're there, because it's Resurrection Sunday. But are they living for eternity? Do they love him eternal? Is it real love? Are they demonstrating his power? Are they moving in the gifts? Is he using them? Or are they just moving along in the church? Are they just there by habit? Are they just there by tradition? Are they just there because it's Sunday or Thursday or Tuesday or whatever day it is? Because this is what we do. Because we're saved, right? But at the end of the day, how well did you know him when you arrived?
Yeah. That's right.
We think we know him until we're tested, until we're tried, until we're stretched, until he requires something of us. Or he gives you a word and it's right on, and you believe it and you hold fast and you stand, and it's not that he changed his mind, it's just he's taking a little detour. Or there's a curve in the, or have you ever got on the freeway and then it says detour,
Yep.
and you got to get off?
Yep.
And you got to go to a road that's unfamiliar? Or you follow that GPS? You ever follow that GPS? The Waze is crazy, but it gets you there. The Waze, I think, I'm going to call it the neighborhood. The Waze takes you through.
Yeah.
It takes you through the neighborhood. It takes you through, yes.
Yes, it does.
Especially if you're in downtown LA. Yeah. That's why they call it Waze. You better know your way after this. But sometimes Jesus takes you on the ways.
Yeah.
And we're so used to the Passion Bible. And now we're doing the Ways Bible. And you didn't tell me this was going to happen. And you didn't tell me that in the end we were going to take a detour. And why didn't you tell me about that detour? Right? It's like when my daughters will ask me, Mom, what is it like to have a baby? It's painful. It is the worst pain in the world. It hurts so bad. It's the worst cramp you've ever had. It's like I told them, girls, try not to have sex till you get married. You know why? Because like eating your best ice cream, you're going to want it all the time. And if you don't have a partner, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
At least you could go by the rocky road at the market. You know? And just sit there and eat the whole gallon if you have to. But sex, it's not that easy to get. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? So he does throw some ways in there. And what do we do when he throws the ways? Because that's what happened to him while he was on his way to the cross. He didn't know that he was going to get there and hang out to do it. I did it. I'm here. And it's painful. And I'm all scarred. And I'm cut. And my face is hamburger meat. I'm humiliated. All my team has left me. And I'm hanging here. And now you decide that you can hear me.
That's right.
Because I'm crying out, Abba, Father, why have you forsaken me?
That's right.
He didn't know that that was part of the plan. Because if I can forsake you, son, I won't have to forsake your brothers and sisters.
That's right. That's right. Wow.
Think about it. If I could walk through this crushing behind property and behind wealth, those are two things I've just conquered. Poverty and land. Those are two things I was tested in. Obtaining land and being unemployed. When I work, I make good money. Never been without a job. I've worked since I was 14 years old. You have me without a job. You have me, I hate the word, homeless. Somebody had their nerve to say to me, well, at least you're not living on your car. I said, I'm so close, sister, just right about now. I'm about to exit in there. You don't know me, right? But think about it, right? So having to overcome those two things, why though? Why? So she won't have to. So they won't endure that. So they'll have good paying jobs. So they'll marry. They have to marry someone that can say to them, like my little friend, she told me the other day, she said, look, you gave me a word. Dating somebody, but you said, God said, look, there's another choice. I'm going to send him. If you want him, you can have him, but if you don't want him, it's okay too. Gave her an option, right? Doesn't that grant have options?
Yes. Yeah.
She already has one, he sends her another. So this guy, she goes out of town for work. And he calls her up and he says to her, where are you having dinner tonight? She says, I don't know, I'm on the road and I'm delivering something, I don't know. He says, whenever you find the restaurant and you settle, you get in, text me, tell me the name of the restaurant. I guess he's gonna get the menu prices. And I'm gonna wire you money to have dinner because I can't be there. What? I'm gonna wire you money to have dinner because I can't be there.
Awesome.
Then her boss tells her, while you're in that city, I heard they have a good prime rib at this restaurant. Can you go eat there? I'll value the money to eat there because I want to know if it's good because I want to take my wife there. So she says, I get double money to go eat by my boss and my friend, she says.
Amen.
I don't pay anything.
Amen.
You said I was going to be living high off the hog.
That's right.
She said, I'm living high off the hog right now. She sends me pictures of the price and everything. She says, and I'm sitting here eating, living it up because you taught me how to live wealthy.
Amen.
She said, I don't understand why your team is still living the way they're living.
Wow.
She said, because ever since I've been hanging with you, she says, when boss told me he's going to buy me a car because I drive for him. This guy's telling me he doesn't want me driving that old car, so pick a car. What is going on here, girls? Nobody's excited?
Amen.
Well, yeah, because she was getting the car. I wish it were me. Listen. This is a God we serve. But because we've not been taught of Him this way, we've been taught that He wants you poor. We've been taught, like my father said, when we were kids, we went to Mexico all the way we went to Guadalajara because he had to crawl to the altar on his knees to pay a vow that he made. I don't know what kind of vow he made, but he had to crawl on his knees to the front of the altar, and it was all dirt, and he was crawling on his knees. And I said, hey, no, you think Jesus wants you crawling? I'm 12 years old. I said, get up. Let's walk to the front. Whatever you got to do when you get there. Right? But we're not crawling.
No.
Because that's not God.
That's right. That's right.
That's not God. Your trial, weeping may endure for a night, but what comes in the morning?
Joy.
So your joy is about to hit.
Amen.
For every tear that you have cried, for every night of sorrow, for every disappointment, for every heartache, for every time you were misunderstood, for every time you went to bed alone, for every time you ate alone, for every time you were the third wheel at that event, right? Yes. No, you're going to show up and everybody's going to go, oh, we